Hey friends, it's Lydia and welcome back to the channel. Does anyone else remember when the Scholastic Book Fair would come by your school each year and offer a bunch of different books and knickknacks? I still remember that one of those things that they used to sell was a lava lamp, and I was always so excited to see them. I thought they were the coolest thing ever. Unfortunately, I no longer have my lava lamp from my childhood, so I thought it was the perfect time to bring them back for a do-it-yourself, at-home lava lamp experiment. Now, lava lamps usually run on heat from a light bulb, but we won't be using that today. Instead, we'll be using water, vegetable oil, food coloring, and an alka-seltzer tablet. So if we're not using heat, how are we going to make a lava lamp work? Well, good question. We're going to have to use knowledge of a couple different science topics to make sure we understand how this works. The first science topic we have to discuss is polarity. All molecules are either nonpolar or polar. Nonpolar is something like vegetable oil, meaning they have no positive or negative charge. Polar molecules, on the other hand, are like water, where they have a positive and or a negative charge on them. Water specifically has both a positive and a negative charge. This is just because of the way that hydrogen and oxygen bond to each other. The way the oxygen and the hydrogen bond creates a negative charge on the oxygen side and a positive charge on the hydrogen side. Now, we don't have to get into too specific of it, but just know that water is polar and vegetable oil is nonpolar. The reason why water and vegetable oil do not mix is because they're not of the same polarity. So if you wanted to mix another liquid into your vegetable oil, it would have to be nonpolar. Likewise, if you wanted to mix another liquid into your water, it would have to be polar. So now we understand why our vegetable oil and water don't mix. But can you take an educated guess as to which liquid will sink to the bottom? If you guessed water, then you are correct. But let's talk about why. The reason why water will sink to the bottom is because of something called density. Some of you might know the formula for density is mass divided by volume. But let's break that down to see what it really means. Density just means how much of a certain substance can fit into a certain amount of space. So if you were to measure out the same volume of both water and oil, you would find that the water is actually heavier, therefore it's denser. So water is going to sink to the bottom and vegetable oil will float to the top. If they're separated, how are we going to make it look like a lava lamp? This is where the alka-seltzer tablet comes in. Alka-seltzer tablets are made of sodium bicarbonate and citric acid. When you dissolve an alka-seltzer tablet into water, you're producing a hydrogen ion and a bicarbonate ion. When those two ions combine, you create water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is going to be the little bubbles that you'll see creating your lava lamp. The food coloring is just there for creative purposes and it can be whatever color you would like it to be. As per usual, there is a free downloadable worksheet in the description box below that covers the different scientific principles we just talked about, as well as a list of materials and steps to complete the experiment. Without further ado, let's make our lava lamp.
To begin, fill your clear glass 1/4 to 1/3 of the way full of water. Mix in your food coloring, and then add vegetable oil. Here, my blue food coloring is from Wilson's, but my red food coloring is actually a Kool-Aid packet. As you'll see in the experiment, either option works if you don't have access to food coloring. Next, take your alka-seltzer tablet and divide it into two. Add 1/2 to each glass. You'll immediately begin to see the reaction take place. Remember, the chemical reaction that we're seeing here is when the alka-seltzer tablet encounters water and bicarbonate and hydrogen ions are formed. Those bicarbonate and hydrogen ions then combine to create water and carbon dioxide. Remember that carbon dioxide is what's causing those little bubbles to rise to the surface and create our lava lamp. When I added extra alka-seltzer to the reaction, I noticed that the reaction became so strong that we could barely see the lava lamp experiment due to all of the carbon dioxide being produced. So I recommend using just a half tablet to begin with and letting the reaction run its course before adding more.
that's a wrap on the lava lamp experiment. I hope you enjoyed this blast of the past, and if you enjoyed this experiment, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, hit subscribe, and ring that notifications bell so you don't miss another video from me. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!